Hello, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean, and look who I have with me here today, Valerie from Illumination Portal. Hi, Val. How are you?
Hi, Jean. I'm awesome. How are you? Haven't
I'm
seen
doing
you in a
well.
little while.
Yes,
Sorry.
it's been since November, and a lot
Yeah,
has, it seems like years, doesn't
yeah,
it?
it does. It really does. It's like time is just on this. I mean, timelines
Yeah,
are
it was
definitely
that first,
flipping.
it was that first innocent week in November before that you and I were together. But today is the Sagittarius season, and
Yes.
I'd like to write just a little blurb for everybody that I found. And if you don't mind, I'd like to go ahead and read it to you all. It
Please.
says Sagittarian individuals are known for jovial, intelligent, freedom-loving, bright and breezy personalities. Sagittarians are characterized by their spontaneity, honesty, and adventurous spirit. Ruled by Jupiter, they possess a natural optimism and love for freedom and exploration, as well as are considered to be understanding and principled. I mean, that
Mhm,
is just knocks it out of
mhm,
the park for me. I did
mhm.
not know all that about Sagittarius. Do you think I do? I don't know why, like, like certain signs are notorious. Like, everybody knows what a Scorpio is,
Right.
everybody knows what a Virgo is. But Sagittarius, I don't feel that they have, like, Leos, everybody, like, it's all, but the Sagittarius, I don't know that there is a notorious of a indicator that of their sign. What do you feel, Val?
Well, so Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, right? So it's benevolent and it's expansive and it likes to have fun. It likes to learn and it's higher consciousness, right? It always has vision. That's why you have the centaur with the arrow pointing to a higher, higher ideals, higher inspiration. So and they're fiery. They're kind of just they don't care. They don't care if they're noticed. They don't care because they're just doing what resonates with them deeply. So when you think of Sagittarius people, they are well, when you worded it like that, it's kind of making me think about it because we come out of Scorpio season where that's really deep. I mean, we did have a very deep Scorpio season. October, November, we're kind of just t- churning up things inside of us that we either thought we cleared, came back up for review, and it's really intense. Scorpio is intense. They want to understand why, and they will dig and try to figure out how to heal themselves. But then we get that relief when we come into Sagittarius season, right? And look, it's always in December. It's always in the magical month of the festivities, right? And the holidays and and we want to give and share and have parties and all that kind of stuff. That's definitely Sagittarius. They just love to live in the moment. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
that's amazing. And the exploration, like they're
yes.
adventurers, and they love to explore and to I just found I always try and look for the attributes. I'm looking for what they're known as and what their strongest traits, the attributes are. And I'm sure they can be either cranky or whatever, but I don't look for that. I just like to look for what their attributes are: jovial, intelligent, freedom loving, bright and
Hmm.
breezy personality. That's
Hmm.
so very beautiful. And, like, I love that when you say, Val, that we all are all the signs, and
Yeah.
we all have some of the signs in us, even though we may not have it in our birth chart. We all still possess some of that inside of us. But oh, look, and Mary says Sages love adventure, travel, and don't succumb to criticism.
Right. They
Wow.
just let things roll off, right? They're fire. So if you're not in agreement with them, they're really kind about it too. Okay, well, you do you and I'll do me. They have that kind of attitude where I'm going to go explore. I'm going to go on another adventure. They love that. and you'll notice this about Sagittarius and mostly all fire signs, right? They are constantly on the move, constantly into something new, constantly creating something new. It's how am I saying, inexhaustible, like desire in them, that they have to keep creating, keep moving, keep exploring, they really love to live life, love all of it, right? They understand that it's all A to Z, and those things come in and they can change real quick. So if something's not going right, open-minded, exactly. And that's Jupiter, right? So you got to think that rules that ninth house of higher learning, the law. They're always looking for ways to improve the human condition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. That really hit me. Wow.
Yeah.
So Venus, it's a little bit, now her name is Venus, but she's a Pisces. So and she's has a Sagittarius moon. So yeah, you must be really very interested in astrology there, Miss Venus. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like to me, I got this vibe off of her right away, where it's she has open boundaries. Not saying that you're not protective of yourself, but you enjoy. Pisces is boundless, right? Sagittarius pretty much is boundless. So it might have been something you had to learn how to rein in, but it gives you that freedom to explore. Venus, yeah. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
And
everybody.
Laura Hammond says in Indefeatable, and it's someone who never gives up or tires of doing something. And that's interesting that you see that in the Sagittarius. I don't know if Sag is, yeah, that is interesting. Very nice. And it sort of feels, it has that resonance to it as well. I love that. So let me see. Hi, Maria. And Venus is true. I like what you said. Kim B is here. She said, I can see that they are mutable signs. What does mutable signs mean? What is?
Okay, so we have cardinal, fixed, and mutable. And there's the 4 cardinal signs: Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, and Aries, right? And they're usually the motivators, the ones that come up with the ideas. Well, the mutable signs are the ones who are the movers and shakers, make things happen. Not and it's not to say, because Scorpio is a fixed sign. They get real fixed, but they're fixed in where they are changeable. They're looking for they're the detectives and the researchers and really dig down. So they're adaptable on, even as a fixed sign. But the mutable signs really are just kind of like open, they're like open to anything that is involved in whatever it is they're doing. They can see all the different sides of something and choose from that vantage point, so it's pretty cool.
So what I'm remembering, Val, is just a few weeks back I sent you that it was I think it was a reel, some sort of a video of all of the planets and all of the stars and all of the solar system, and the way that they displayed it, and the graphics on it were quite impressive. I had it on my Facebook. I don't think I can put it on my Instagram, but I had it on my Facebook. But it was really inspiring. And all of these things, there's so much to know and so much to learn. And I feel like sometimes when we think of our solar system, we're only sort of scratching the surface, and it is a vast, each one, each sign and each degree, each placement and each, there's so much to just our own solar system. But when you look at all of the other, what is it? Astros? What are they called?
Oh, asteroids. Yeah, the asteroids.
Asteroids.
Yeah. Oh, and there's 40,000 asteroids, right? And then there's the royal fixed stars, and I mean there's different constellations, Lyra, Sirius, right? And those energies beam to our central sun and come down into our neighborhood, to our sun, that beams that energy down onto the planets. It's really cool. And every aspect, I mean, it never stops moving up there. And the cool thing, and this is pretty cool about Sagittarius too, is there's four space anomalies that are drivers of the universe. We have the great attractor, we have the galactic center, we have the super galactic center, and the shapely attractor. Okay, that's 0 degree Scorpio. The great attractor is 12 degrees Sagittarius. The galactic center is 27 degrees Sagittarius. And the super galactic center is 2 degrees Libra. So these, and that 12 degree great attractor and that 2 degree super galactic center in Libra, where the south node is right now, are big players this month. And then we're going to move up to the galactic center at 27 degrees. These are powerful. This is where the magic comes in, the magic of that. That's where that higher consciousness, that need to learn in Sagittarius, or that Sagittarius part of us, right, comes into play. Because that is, I mean, that's cosmic intelligence. You're connected to the divine at all times, and it's constantly just coming in, and it's always in a different aspect, or within different aspects. It's never the same thing over and over. It's really cool. And we had, what did we have? The 5th, 6th, and 7th of December were powerful dates.
Yes.
We had the 1st, we had that Sagittarius new moon, right? And then the 5th, 6th, and 7th, we had, oh my goodness, we had on the 7th, Neptune station direct. Now, Neptune, big player too, right? But he's station stops from our vantage point on Earth. Looks, they're not really retrograde in the sky, but from our vantage point, they are. But it takes him a week or two to actually get moving forward. So he's kind of just sitting there. But when they station, whether it's direct or retrograde, that's when these planets are the most powerful.
Wow.
So, and then we had Venus in Ceres going to 0 degree of Aquarius, sitting there with Pluto. That was on the 7th also. The 6th gave us Mars retrograde. That's going to be a long retrograde. They usually are in Mars. He doesn't do that, but every 2.5 years. And he's not going to clear shadow, like clear. He went retrograde at 6 degrees. I usually don't bring up degrees, but it's important. Leo, he won't come back to that 6 degree Leo until May, and then go forward. And he is being realigned, the divine masculine, because it's in Leo, the heart, and he's going back into Cancer, your feelings. So it's upgrading Mars. You got to think of it like that. Mars is always kind of considered, fiery. He doesn't care, doesn't have any feelings, doesn't just let's do it, let's go. Well, he's coming online to his heart and his feelings. And at the same time, later on in the year, Venus will be retrograde too. So think about that. The divine masculine and divine feminine within us all is being rebooted again. I mean, constant, right? But this is really cool going into 2025, 2026, where we're going to be restructuring a lot of how humanity had, and I don't mean to be, but let me just say it like this. For 26,000 years, we've kind of been at the mercy of those in power, domination and control, and each lifetime we've had, this is kind of what we're doing here in this lifetime, and the previous lifetime, we've been clearing a lot of this density out of us. We were suppressed, basically enslaved. That's the truth of it. Well, with this Pluto and Aquarius bringing in the age of Aquarius, that's a big deal. That is restructuring of the systems that humanity lives under as a collective. And that's about freedom going forward.
And I do realize that there is no actual date of the age of Aquarius. I know the sign of Aquarius is different, but the age of Aquarius, it's sort of like like a time frame. But is there like a working date that they said? Did they say somewhere around the 70s or something it started? Or I mean, it's not really like it's at this moment, but there's like it's like an energy that comes in, or a wave that comes in. And then, how do you know when we're fully in the age of Aquarius?
Right. Well, okay, an age usually lasts 2,160 years, and we're past that. Okay, so we're past that date. We did a show on the Crone Zone about this. I can't remember the name of the show. It was really good. And this is how we found out, because we wanted to know, how close are we? Well, all the other planets, and let's go back to 2020. There was a huge conjunction that brought in the pandemic. Okay, that brought in change. Okay, that's what that's really about. It's about changing, change for humanity. We're elevating in frequency. But a lot of that density I've been talking about for the 26,000 year cycle, and there's even bigger, longer cycles that are closing down too, had to come up to be cleared again, right? It's constant clearing. I'm sorry, I just went squirrel in my brain. But those planets, all the other planets had gone through Aquarius, had their cycles, these outer planets.
Right.
Now, it was Pluto's turn, but Pluto was going back and forth, Capricorn. Right. Okay, that going back and forth into Capricorn was showing us the top 3%, how bad things really are. How, and if we look at it from 2020, the biggest transfer of wealth has occurred. And we have what seems like billionaires trying to manipulate elections and want to rule the world, literally. Like, this has just gotten out of hand. Well, when Pluto comes into Aquarius, that kind of levels that playing field. It may not look like it now, because there's always this chaos period at the end of an age. And that's and even if it wasn't the end of an age, we were at the end of Pluto Capricorn. The last time he was there was 248 years ago. So what have we learned? Well, here we are, right? And we're going through.
So does Pluto have to go through the sign of Aquarius for the age of Aquarius to begin? Or is it when Pluto enters the sign of Aquarius that the age of Aquarius begins?
Yeah.
Where you were saying that all the other planets went through Aquarius. I didn't know.
Right. I see what you're saying. And I asked the same questions. Trust me. It's like, it's more of an evolution, right? It's not like, okay, on December 9th, 2024, we're going into the age of Aquarius. It's more of an evolution. And how, because we're in a free will zone, how humanity chooses what we're going through, but that got manipulated. Okay, I mean, that's a deeper subject, and we can really go off topic there.
So what I hear you saying, Val, is it's all up to us.
Absolutely.
It's in our own hands,
right? And this is why we have these higher consciousness channels, and we always say, nurture yourself, love and accept yourself, stay in your power, because we all know we can't change anyone else. We know this in this community. We know this, right? A lot of the world hasn't caught up with that, and I thought, and I shouldn't judge it, right? Because I thought we were a lot further ahead, and maybe we are, and we've been, which I do think is true, we are, and we've been kind of tricked, manipulated, but that's all going to come out, right? And that occurred and is going to come out, so we can go, oh my goodness, here I thought I was free. Here I thought this was on the up and up, and this was true. I didn't know there was two justice systems. I mean, we could go on, right?
I think it's a matter of what we subscribe to.
Yeah,
If we allow these external influences to rule our every thought and our every emotion and our every decision. And I do know that certain times there are reasons and predicaments that we have no choice, but
right.
there's other times where we can focus on connecting to the earth. And I do know that the earth is going through an ascension and going through and will be in the age of Aquarius. And I do know that, we as human beings are not on the earth, but of the earth. Is that how they say it? That
Yeah.
we are part of the ecosystem of earth. We are in harmony with earth and with Gaia. And we've been sort of distracted or disengaged with that harmony of the natural world. And we are part of this natural world. Our bodies are made of this natural world. And we just need to tap into that frequency and vibration of Gaia, of the Schumann resonance, of the what do they call the things that come from the sun
Oh, the
flares or
solar,
something,
the
solar
solar
flares.
flare. Yeah.
Yeah, and these types of energies, because these are the energies that are changing frequency and vibration, and I feel as though is and that our DNA is also changing and evolving and microscopically increasing and changing along because we are of Gaia's we are nature. We are a natural animal. We are an animal here that is part of the ecosystem on Earth. And this Earth is going through an evolution, and this is our natural evolution. So if we just try and keep our focus away from the man up on the big scary thing with the big puff of smoke, and we look back to our own reality, our own self, our own miracle, the earth and everything that is around us and what our capabilities are. I think it's like an addiction that we were always like sort of distracted and saying, how about like it's like a carrot on a stick, like here you
Right.
go, here's another iPhone, instead of saying tune into your own guidance, tune into your own telepathy, tune into your own understanding and power, and grow your own herbs. Really coming back and putting the power back into our own hands is where I feel is are going to be our greatest power into moving through this ascension and this age of Aquarius. I just didn't know astrologically what to call that or how to address that.
Right.
So trust, it's our egoic vibration that is paying attention to that carrot on a stick. And it
Mhm.
is very much a carrot on a stick. It is very much an illusion that we are natural energy beings that are here on planet Earth. And we need to work on connecting to the Earth's grid, connecting to the Earth's vibration, connecting to the community and the people and the animals around us. And I feel as though this is one way that we can work on improving and sort of identifying the direction that we want to move in.
Absolutely. And we've been manipulated, distracted on purpose to not connect to our own power. There's always a religion. The God is out there. Our community realized we're a spark of the divine. And more people are waking up to that, despite the distortion in the media. I mean, look, they control the media. They own the media. They've owned the narrative. Let's say just since radio and television, right? How what we were given was these little dribs and drabs, and how to participate in the society they wanted to us to be involved in, and here we're waking up to that. It's not that we don't need society, we don't need rules. I mean, we need a set of boundaries, a set of uh, but it's twisted, right? They've twisted it. It's not like it's on the up and up. They want you to be pious and to be, a good person, but yet all this nefarious stuff is going on behind the scenes in our own government, or in aspects of our daily lives, right? So now everybody's catching on to that, going, wait a minute, there's something
Yeah.
wrong here,
And it's a
So,
process. It's a
yeah,
process, step
right,
by step, choice by choice, moment by moment. It's
right.
not, you can't just, I mean, one can, but it's not easy to change on a dime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
And just knowing it is enough, because you can say, okay, I know that this is all playing out, this has got to play out for a lot of souls on our journey. I put it like this, right? There's people who are connected to their heart and their soul, and there's people who are not, and they don't even realize they're not. It's and they
they're
use.
disconnected. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why it's important for us to focus on our connection to the earth and that vibration. So,
right.
what do you say, Val? Are you interested in, are you available to do some readings? How about if we do
Yeah.
some readings? I don't want to make Val work too hard, and I
That's
love the
okay.
information that she gives. She's always working so hard on three other channels all at the same time, and I don't want to tire her out too much. I just wanted to have a little light conversation about the Sagittarius, and everybody is telling us all about their birthdays
Yeah.
that are this month. And Jen Bowles says, "Hello, beautiful people. Love and light. Tomorrow is my 53rd birthday." And then that just started it all. Everybody kept saying, "Mine's the 11th, mine's the 12th, mine's it." And happy
I,
birthday to everybody. It's such a beautiful month. Like you said, Val, it's during the celebration season. It's really a joyful season. It's a time of giving. It's a giving and a time of gratitude, gratefulness. It's a
right.
beautiful time of year, and very, very happy birthdays to each and every one of you. I didn't get a chance to star each and every one of yours, but um, and so I did get a chance because I was listening to Val, you guys. Can't you- and so Kim B said, so much is happening in Aquarius, and her moon in midheaven is there. So good for you,
Right.
Kim. Good for
Nice.
you. Good for you. And Bora Bora says that she's a Pisces sun, Cancer moon, and Libra rising. But I think she was hoping that we would do some readings. So Val, um,
Absolutely.
let's we're just going to do general reading. So if you want a reading, you can put your question in caps and emojis, and and we'll do some readings. It doesn't have to be sun signs. It doesn't. If you want to, you can, but I
Mhm.
don't want to. I just want to have a little bit of fun here with Val and with everybody here. Oh, and it's Emmy J's birthday, Mary Ellen's birthday, and she would love a birthday reading. I did see that first, and did I unstar? I did unstar you, Jen. I didn't even think to keep it. If Jen, if you want a reading too, put it back in.
It's in the last 5 minutes. I'm hearing in my head. Do a little. Email me if you want a reading. We're going to do a contest. I'm
Oh,
hearing 3 readings. Yeah. So email me, and like the first three, I'm going to put my. And they usually go more than three, but we'll do it however. But yeah, I want to give back. It's Christmas time, or it's the holidays, right? Let's
oh,
let's
that's beautiful.
let's
That's a
give some
beautiful offering.
readings away. Yeah, just say on from Jean's channel, December, whatever. What would be a good word? Magic, magic,
Oh,
magic in the subject line, please, and we'll get some free readings out there.
that is
Yay!
so very generous.
Yeah.
Very generous. And what Val means, do you mean doing a chart for somebody?
Yeah, absolutely. That's
Oh my gosh, you
yeah,
guys, that
they're
is huge.
they're deep readings. They last a couple hours. So, and right, we have a lot of change going on now. We're kind of in the cosmic washing machine still till about February. So, but as February, January, all the outer planets station direct go direct. The nodes change, and a really unusual thing for 2025. Just let me put this out there: all the outer planets are changing signs. That is very rare. So this tells us there's huge changes coming in, right? Um, and here we are. They want us to know that we have a lot to say about creating the new earth. We're recreating ourselves in these new energies. And how do you see that new earth? What do you see there? Yes, you're welcome, Kim. So remember that. I know I get down in the dumps too. Especially in this last month. Things have kind of been a roller coaster. But if we can remember, go back in and center and really focus in on those details of the world you want to see, how you want to participate in your day to day, moment to moment life is important.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I did find Jen's notification so that we could do a birthday reading for her.
All right.
And just go over here 1 second. All right, so let's see if we can do a birthday reading for Jen. And then after Jen is Bora Bora. And then after Bora Bora is Sonia.
Hey.
All right, so I'll try and call out the next two.
So tomorrow's your birthday, Jen. Okay, so that would be, wow. Nice.
Yeah, happy birthday, Jen.
Happy birthday.
I feel like you lived 3 lifetimes in this lifetime, Jen.
Yeah.
And I think that that like a cat has 9 lives. I feel like you may have had 3 of your 9 lives so far.
Wow.
And I do know that there's different chapters of our life, but you've lived a whole lifetime. I think you've weathered the storm and come through the other side. And I feel that you've gained so much wisdom, so much perspective. And it's almost like you're grateful for what has happened in your past to enable you to be in this place with wisdom and knowledge. And you're still looking you're still growing, you're still learning. And it's a journey. It's not a destination. There's no, there is, but there's contentment, which is beautiful. But there's a continuous learning cycle. And you're looking for the gentlest, most benevolent way of learning your lessons moving forward. And you want to be, I see you being, having a perspective and open-minded and looking at things in a different way and sort of not letting things push your buttons like they may have done in the past. And you're just grateful for the growth, and you're really just sort of sitting in the seat of your soul and enjoying this reminiscing that you're able to do at this point. You're grateful for each day. So that's beautiful energy there, Jen. How about you, Val?
And I love what you're saying. Now, look, even in her name, okay, she's a Sagittarius. She's got visionary gal in there. I mean, that's a Sagittarius. I mean, that's one of the definitions, right? She knows that she really has that zest for life, and I agree with you. I was getting the same thing. A lot of life in this lifetime that you have experienced. And this goes with that for all of us here on Mother Earth now, right? The light workers, love workers, energy workers came in to clear, okay, because we're in ascension, we're leveling up I don't know if we knew we needed to clear all this other stuff from previous lifetimes, but yeah, you did have a intense clearing journey. Strength, very strong,
Oh,
very
sorry, Val. Let
strong.
me.
It's okay.
Here, there you go.
Oh, you don't. Here we go. So strength. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through the other side. Look at the for the gifts in this situation. And I think this is kind of just a review of what you've gone through this lifetime um, up to
Is
now.
that a unicorn deck?
Yeah, this is a
Wow.
unicorn. This is Oracle of the Unicorns by Cordelia Francesca Brabus. Brabus. Isn't that cool? It is
Mm-hmm.
really strong. And I do always, every time I see your name, I always feel a real strength with you, but like a general strength, right? You just got a beautiful soul. Well, everybody here does. I mean, but you really can feel that through there. Working on for the chakras is important. This again for everybody, but this is really coming in for you. I don't know why nothing wants to show up
I
here.
think just tilt it one way or the other.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
12 chakras.
Wow.
I'm feeling into your chakras. I feel you're aligned. I feel that you really have done the work, really have I know the work doesn't ever end, let's say, but I feel that you have real clear energy column and your chakras are spinning in the right direction at the right speed. And then I got community life. Like, are you looking, what does it say on here? Embrace fifth dimensional society. Now, isn't that interesting? That is exactly what we're all doing. And what we've only known the society that we've grown up in, right? So here we are. We're the ones that create this, though. We create this. I feel like that Sagittarius in you. You have a vision. Uh, I think it's more than just for you. I do feel that you have a vision that you want to share. This 12 chakra one says follow your ascension path. You're doing something. You're creating part of this. Part of this new earth. You've got something in the works. Are you doing something, Jen? Let me know. And then I got uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. And that dragon, he always comes up for me. Look
Wow.
at that. And that's you. That's your soul. You know. And I did pull a couple. I got Neptune, which just went direct. Station direct. More of your gifts and abilities. This is again for a lot of us, but this is really pertaining to you too because you got Aries with it. So Aries is the I am, that is you in this reading. Are being gifted, remembering more of your gifts coming in. More of your gifts are going to be coming in. And I really just feel like you have this contented, joyful attitude going forward. And you understand the cycles that we're in. You understand what's going on. And you're prepared. You're preparing. I hope that helps. Happy birthday.
Wonderful. Yeah. Happy birthday, Jen. And thank you for everything that you do, all of your support.
Yeah.
Now, Bora Bora is next, and she wanted to give us her sun, moon, and rising sign. Y'all don't have to. And I do have Sonia next, and then Rossi and Venus. But I do see that Bora Bora and Sonia are here. And
Thank you,
yeah,
Mary
so
Ellen.
and then Rossi and Venus. So Bora Bora says,
Ooh,
now, Val, if you don't mind, I'm going to ask that you go first on this one, or
sure,
if you can just tell me a little bit about what you're picking up from the Pisces,
sure.
Cancer, and Libra,
Well,
so that
okay. Here's this is a perfect example of emotional intelligence. Okay, so you got to think about like that. Pisces is everything, right? It's the unlimitlessness of everything, the space, and but they're the deepest sign, right? They're the two fish swimming, they're constantly moving, but they under okay. So that's the sun, right? You understand at a okay, wow. You are, they're saying how divine you are. You are a divine being. Now with that Cancer moon, okay, Cancer rules the moon. Think of this, very nurturing, uh, family oriented, wants to care for others, really is there to, under any circumstance. That Cancer moon, Cancer is a really powerful sign. A lot of people want to say the water signs, they're too emotional, but you have no problem going into your emotions, and there's a freedom in that. A lot of people, those who don't want to really go into their emotions, kind of, I'm a Cancer, so I understand a sun, so I understand like going deep, and being a deep person is not always you know acceptable to the regular outside world. You got to kind of take yourself and keep yourself into yourself. So there's that Libra rising, right, giving you the balance to instinctively, because you're very psychic, instinctively know in every situation, is this a good situation or a bad situation? You have that, yeah, psychology and human behavior she's interested in, absolutely.
Wow.
And that is the water sign.
Wow.
Water sign,
Wow.
deep, deep understanding of human behavior. Why is it the way that we are the way we are? And a lot of that, let's take that right back to the 26,000 years. We were cut off. We were told not to feel. Our feelings are our navigation system. That it is so important. You disconnect from your feelings. You've shut off your GPS, really. And a lot of us fell for that. I used to really be so hard on myself because I felt everything, and then you can't feel everything, till you evolve, I guess, or understand things at a different level. But yeah, let's see what else we got. Let me see if I have any cards coming up for you. Yeah, and that is just
It's so beautiful. Thank you, Val. Oh my
really.
gosh.
And
It
she,
really does reveal and paint a picture and sort of give us a greater understanding of why we are the way we are, and it sort of like makes rhyme or reason out of things. It
mhm.
enables us to see things in a way. Oh, sorry, I'm doing it again. I left you big. Just a doing things on a purposeful, that there is a reason for everything, and that there is a foundation, or because we're also very unique, and with us all being born at a different moment in time, and a different
Mhm.
astrological blueprint. What, Val, you call it a blueprint? Sometimes I see that,
Mhm.
and it not only identifies us, it informs us. And it's not only just that picture that influences our earthly experience, or our human experience here. It is our soul's vibration that expresses this way, and chose that time to come into this world because it matched that vibration. I really feel like it has. I just think that there's so much connection between our own soul's vibration, our own soul's expression, and the time that we chose to come into this world. I'll never forget that I was doing a reading for a bridal party, and some of the girls were recently married, and a couple of the girls were newly married, getting married, and the bridal party, they all wanted to know when they were going to have their first baby, and blah blah blah. They all went, and it's so cute, And I saw this person's unborn, the soul that was going to be the baby coming into their life, sort of doing like a double dutch. And many of you have heard me say this, but it's like the double dutch jump rope, and the soul was like doing the little double dutch thing, trying to like get the rhythm of the double dutch before it jumped in to start jumping.
Right.
And I've also, and I say this every time, but I also see that the astrological alignment is like a combination lock.
Yeah.
That if you turn it a little bit this way and you turn it a little bit that way, and everything, it really has so much to do about the stars' alignment, but it's our soul's vibration that matches that vibration that enables us to come into this world at this time. I think it's very revealing. I think it's informational. I think it's something that something we can learn from and identify with. I just think that's so beautiful. I love when you do that, Val. It's very inspiring to me that you bring all that out and connect to so closely to Bora Bora's vibration.
Yeah. And look, the card I picked for her was the moon perception, right? So here I just feel that you have this, I don't know how to, but when you know things, like that's how she operates with everything. She gets it. She just knows on a gut level the right thing to say, the next move to make, and I got freedom. I got freedom for you. So this is going forward. Let's see what it says. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. And this is kind of what we're all being asked of these next couple years as we're recreating ourselves. And then I got rainbow blessings. A lot of rainbows here for you, Bora Bora. Blessings are showering your life. And and choosing your path, all is possible. Something about you have choices available to you. I don't know if you are aware of that, but you have more and more things opening up. I see doors opening for you coming this next year or two. I'm really curious. I'm curious to hear how that goes for you, Bora Bora. Keep us updated.
Yes, Miss Janet and Miss Jackson.
Jackson. I love that.
Miss Janet, and I also feel like you have this innate type of compass inside of you that points you in the right direction and steers you in the right direction. There is a natural guidance force within you that you are aware of, and that is your psychic ability, the intuition ability, but just your blessing of knowing yourself. You have this ability to know yourself, and it's really a blessing. Some people walk around and they're just totally oblivious.
It's instinct.
But it takes. Pardon?
She's got a good instinct. Like her instincts are really on point. But I gotta say this for a bunch of it. They're showing me, a lot of us, especially the deeper, the deeper feeling people, which I'd say is our whole community, the empaths, right? Light workers, love workers, energy workers. We had to kind of hide most of our lives, and here we are just now being able to be our authentic selves without ridicule. I want to put it like that, because showing feelings 20 years ago or further back was, could limit you. It wasn't the same world it is today. And as that's all breaking through, right, there's all these, all the lines are blurred now, right? And we don't have to be fit into these little boxes that they put us into. And that, I was thinking about that the other day, and that's very hard to break out of. And even though I'm aware of it, it's like, wonder really who am I under here? What is going on under here? And I feel a lot of us are feeling that. Well, I don't know why they just brought that up, but we're all being gifted the
awareness, the gift of awareness, of who we truly are.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Janet, and thank you, Laura Hammond Davis, for your generous donation. That was so very sweet of you. Thank you. And Miss Sonia says, can you take a look at how my inspection will go for the most benevolent outcome? I'm not sure what type of inspection that is. Do you need more information, Val, or?
I'm just asking. Well, I'm asking the
Okay. You're going to keep it general. Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes the less we know this, the better.
Yeah. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good about it. Is it a positive, highest outcome, most benevolent? Yeah.
So
I'm getting. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's okay. What I was picking up for you, Sonia, is you may have to redo something, but eventually it'll turn out okay. Because mine had a counterclockwise circle and then it went to a yes. So I feel as though you may have to redo something in order for it to pass. So let's just say you're going in for a car inspection and they say everything looks good, but you're going to need new tires. If you get the tires, you'll pass. Like something, you'll have to redo something or undo something or check something, or something needs to be looked at again or redone before the ultimate. But you will ultimately pass. It may not be the first time, but they may just say, as long as you do this, it'll pass. You know what I mean? Like you'll know what it is and what you need to have done. So hopefully that is helpful. My apartment inspection. Okay. So they may tell you, you forgot the top of the refrigerator or something, whatever it is that they, and it's not anything detrimental. It'll eventually pass, I think. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
I got dignified. Okay, this is when you get a dignified, like when the planets are dignified, they're in harmony, right? So I got that, and I got Pluto rebirth. So, dignified and Pluto together to me shows ultimately will work out for you. Definitely, those two. And then I got you're on a roll. Snowball. Oh my goodness. I wish my camera is now too bright. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. It's not showing. There it is. You're on a roll, which is the first snowball effect.
There it is.
Huh.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. Let us know how it goes. Heavenly blessed honey.
You're welcome, Sonia. All the best to you. So next is Rossi. After Rossi is Venus. And Rossi and Venus both confirmed that they were here. May I have a December reading for Miss Rossi? December.
Rossi, look at your kitty. So cute. I have 3 black cats. I just love them. My babies.
So, Miss Rossi, I'm not sure if, please take this with a grain of salt, but I feel like you have some work to do. I feel like you have, I don't know if it's end of year work or a lot
Mhm.
of entertaining work, or you're cleaning something out, changing something, updating. There's something, some sort of work that you need to complete in this month of December, where I feel it's a little bit more laborious than other months for you. Um, but there's work to do for you. There's something that you need to accomplish, and it's not necessarily a burden, but it's a lot more work than you anticipated. I think you were sort of hoping to coast through the last month of the year, but there may be some work, some rearranging, some moving. I do feel as though it is related to your home and not your
Mhm.
work. Um, it could be something like you're getting new furniture or something. I don't know what it is, but there's some sort of additional. I don't know if you make cookies and it's a lot of work. Something is a lot of work for you in this last month. And it could be work, though. It could be work now that I'm thinking of it. Something that it's not that you weren't expecting it. You were kind of hoping for it to be a little quieter, a little smoother than, than what, um, than what it might turn out to be. So, how about you, Val? What are you getting? Maybe Val will help
Well,
to clarify what I'm getting.
I did get distant thunder. Okay, so you see the storm in the back there. Clear the air. So something, and I got the ninth house. Okay, so the ninth house is Sagittarius. Something is clearing out this, I would say, this month. This, um, and the first card I get was follow your heart. You can trust your feelings and perfect timing, take action now. So something that I do feel it's something that just came up too, like whatever this thing is. Um, do okay, this is conjunction, but under it says alliance, and I'm hearing your spiritual alliance is there guiding you through this um, thing you're clearing the air on. See.
I think that's amazing that you got the Sagittarius card for her.
Yeah, yeah. It's
I
pretty
mean,
cool.
it's yeah.
Pretty cool. I know. It's just so interesting.
Yeah. She said she was needed to organize, but has been putting it off. And she said she's also busy at work working on new projects. I think that's what I was getting for you, Miss Rossi. And I know that, for some reason, at the end of the year, we all feel a little more tired. It's almost like it's
Yeah,
a Friday,
yeah.
and it's just another month. It's just another day. But we all feel this like need to like, and I think you might be looking forward to your holiday time off, or whatever that
Mm.
is. And it's a lot more work, but plus, with the holidays, we have to work twice as hard on the days that we are there to cover for the days that we're not there. Yeah, but
And
just be
it
kind to yourself and pace yourself there, Miss Rossi. What's
yeah.
that, Val?
It is the end of the year, right? All this, it's a kind of a hustle bustle, the holidays are that's one of the things being restructured too. It shouldn't be a burden to us. It should be enjoyable. It should do, we don't have to be everything to everybody and exhaust ourselves just till December 25th, right? Or whatever. Maybe that's what it is. I got intuition with you, something about listen to the whisper of your heart, use divination tools to help you decide, trust your intuition no matter what. Um, and I think that's kind of a hard thing to say. Well, you can't go all out on the holidays. It's stressful to a lot of people. But why do we do it like that? Uh, it, maybe that's something you were thinking about. I don't
Yeah,
know.
she said, I'm paring down this holiday. I've simplified the
Okay.
celebration.
Okay.
That's
Good.
good. And
Yeah.
Leah says she's making cookies. Good for you,
Oh,
Miss Leah. She said, no gifts, just cookies. You get
I
to eat your
love it.
gifts.
I love that, Leah, because that is it, right? Like, what is it that sparks the magic in you that you want to give? right? Whatever that is, do that, but don't put yourself, I remember being, mom with little kids. I'm sure we all did that. Where the whole month you just exhausted yourself, and really, I mean, it's brutal on adults.
I know. I
I
know.
think
Yeah.
it's time to just.
So I just wanted to share with everybody, if you don't mind, before Venus is next, but before we do Venus, I wanted to share my screen and show everybody that on December 21st, the solstice,
Yeah.
I'm doing a solstice sound bath with the angelic connection. It's called the Wings of Light, and Daphne, Stacy, and myself are teaming up together to provide a beautiful experience. It's a sound bath and a meditation that is going to be on Saturday, December 21st, and it's at 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 p.m. Eastern. And I'm going to put the link in the chat, and I also have the link in my community tab. But I just wanted everybody to know I'm really looking forward to this. And as you all know, I am the sun psychic. So the reason why I am the sun psychic, as you all probably already know, you're like, oh, Jean, she's telling us again, it's because I live and breathe by the sun, and
Right.
I wait. This is the hardest time of year for me, but I wait until December 21st. I
Right.
like mark off the calendar until December 21st comes, because I know that the light in the sky, the sun will be shining for a longer duration. And it doesn't matter that it's only a few seconds longer. It's the feeling of that it's not sort of closing in, that it's sort of expanding. And I'm really sensitive to the sun, to the light, to the energies of the earth. And this is a really beautiful celebration. I've always looked forward to this day so that I can start celebrating. And I feel like a renewal come in, and it is a renewal. And it's really, we've been working on it, and it's really a beautiful offering. So if anybody is interested, I will put that link in the chat as soon as I find it. But let me just yep, here it is. See?
I love that. That's my favorite. It's one of my favorite times of year too, for the same exact reason. Jean, yeah, spring, and that's what I celebrate. I celebrate Yule solstice. Of course, I celebrate it all. If I'm invited somewhere, I'm going to participate or whatever that is. Going on. But I love what everybody's saying in the chat about homemade gifts are the best. Where is it? And Mary Starshine, yeah. And it goes back to our ancestral karma. This is a time to prepare for follow season. It is, it's that, and that the main ingredient of that preparation for us in the modern age, right, is, and this is especially for this year, is to go inside, to really nurture yourself, to care for yourself, to do the things that really make your heart smile. If something is feeling like a burden, don't subject yourself to that. Don't go turn yourself inside out. I know I used to do that. Like I guess that's why I'm saying it. But and Rossi, also working on your year-long journey of learning spirituality. That was that intuition card for you. Trust your gut. You got it. You're always here. You already know.
Oh, so nice. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah.
So Venus will be the last reading for today, and she would like a general reading. Thank you for being Venus, and thank you for all of your support.
Venus, I love your name. And Venus, Pluto, and Ceres are together at 0 degrees Aquarius. I just think
that?
It's powerful. It's powerful. Venus, Ceres, and Pluto are at 0 degrees Aquarius. I don't know. They're showing me in my head, so there must be a meaning there for Venus here. Venus is what we love and value in our chart, right? It's what we love and value, what we put the work in to creating that joy in our life, right? And we get to choose that in every moment. This is kind of important for you. Make sure you're
Val,
making choices. Sorry.
what number is Venus? 5 or 6? The fifth planet from the sun, or the sixth? Is it Mars, then Venus? It's the fifth, right? Because we're the third, and
We're
then
the
Mars, and then Venus.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
My brain just went blank. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Fourth,
And
right? Fourth or fifth? Oh Lord.
no, because Mars is after us.
Right. Okay. So then it's really? Let me see. Oh my goodness. Venus in this.
Rossi said the second. I think Mercury is the second.
No, wait. Yes. Okay. Rossi's right. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter. There we go. We go that way. Right?
Venus is before us, closer to the sun?
Yeah. Venus is the hottest planet. Very hot. Even hotter than Mercury, believe it or not.
Why did I think it was after Mars?
I know, that's why I was like, wait a minute. I did. But Venus, right? She is. She's our in Aquarius. Let's say this: Venus in Aquarius is helping us to discern what does really matter for us going forward. Mm-hmm. As she's sitting there with Pluto and Sirius.
I see Mary's star sign said it's the second. And when she said it's the second planet, I could see, Mary, your eyes rolling in the back of your head saying, it's this. She's like, and Mercury is the first. I could see you doing it. I could feel it. I'm psychic.
I'm like, wait a minute, the fifth planet? Wait a minute. My brain.
For some reason, I thought it was after Mars.
It's all right. It's all right. It happened. I did.
Thank you all for playing along. We really appreciate it. Sorry for throwing you off there, Val.
No, don't even worry about it. You think I would know these things off by heart? I got it.
We look at them in one way and we're like, oh, wait a minute, what is the order? Oh, wait, we haven't looked at that. Sorry, guys. All right, so let's look at Venus and get a general reading for her and for today. What's important for her to know?
Answers are within you. Taking shelter. Okay, here we are in the winter time. There's the waiting for that light to come on the 21st, right? It says taking shelter, but this is kind of the guidance that we're all being given these next couple, December and January especially. Go inside. The answers are within you. And then as you were talking about Venus, this card pulls up, navigating by the stars. And I just thought it was follow your bliss. I think that you are, again, it's just not you. We're all remembering who we are. And we're so used to being this one way that we've been here so long under these societal constructs that we don't know if we can step outside of that box. Well, I think you do know. And it's just scary, right? Scary for me. This is you coming out, after you take this time inside. It brings you freedom. I got the freedom card again. Brings you freedom to be who you are. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. And I am feeling something about your independence. I hope you are able to claim to be an independent person. That might be something you're contemplating. Midheaven. I got the midheaven. You are at the top of your chart. Midheaven's at the top of the chart. So they're showing me you at the top of you are your sovereign being. You're the top of your chart. I don't know why they're saying it like that. Does that make sense to you, Jean? Anyway, you get any of that?
Well, I do know that I did see Venus shining in the night sky last night very brightly.
Yeah.
and it is visible to the eye. And I just was looking that up, and they did say several planets were visible to the eye, but
Yeah.
I looked at the placement, and I do feel as though it was Venus. So I did see you last night, Venus, shining at me through my bedroom window when I was going to bed. I thought, oh, here I'm doing it again, Val. Just say, oh.
It's
Uh,
okay. That's what.
so, I did see you, or see Venus shining brightly last night, and it almost gave me like a sense of confidence, a sense of belonging, a sense of, that everything is in order. Because if, if the all the planets are not going to drop out of the sky, like not everything is broken, everything is divinely orchestrated.
Right.
And it almost reminded me to trust in the universe. And I feel as though people can really rely on you, Venus. People really want guidance from you, and I feel like a lot of people depend on you. And I feel as though you have this guiding force, this stability within you that other people recognize and appreciate. And even if it's the neighbor, or even if it's the school bus driver, people rely on your energy. I do feel as though you have a very sunny disposition. When you
Mhm.
meet other people, you put on your best foot forward. And but behind the scenes, you may be really contemplative and very deep, and um, you know introspective, I guess. And but I do feel as though you have an awareness, and you're working to make sense of that awareness. But I love your curiosity. The curiosity is
Mhm.
where will lead you to your destiny. So stay curious and follow your bliss, and write down the happenings that occur in your life, the miracles that occur in your life, because it's really something worth revisiting and being grateful for. Even if you look back, when I was 21, I did this, or when I was 16, I did this. Write down the miracles and the high points in your life, and really have that as um, something that you can reflect on, and then keep that going, when things occur. So
Mhm.
that's what. Oh, Venus shines very bright in the winter sky of the north.
Yeah.
North, Miss Rossi, look at you. Good for you.
Yep.
Wow.
She's the night star in the winter. Yeah. And with Venus, the person finding direction, you're being shown the way. See the light, follow that gut, follow your gut.
Mm, mm-hmm.
You are being shown the way. As we all are, right? Our teams are here. They're guiding us through this. This is a very tumultuous time. I'm not kidding when I say it's the cosmic washing machine, and it's been thrown off level, and we're just kind of banging around into oblivion until these next, I'd say, about another month or two. But this is for us because we're being asked to go inside to really be allow yourself to. Oh, this goes for all of us. Goes for me. I got to remind myself we're changing. We're recreating ourselves in these new energies, and we haven't been here. Not in this lifetime. Not as that energy, and we're remembering that, right? And it's not all here at once. It's coming in drips and drabs. So we got Mercury in retrograde in Sagittarius opposing Jupiter. I mean, there's a lot going on in the charts, right? And there's no there the clarity isn't there, because that Mercury retrograde, even though he comes out of retrograde on the 15th, he doesn't come out of shadow till January 3rd. Again, when all those planets go station direct and the nodes change. I mean, we're always getting information. It's not like we're not hearing anything, but we don't have all the information to effectively go forward. I should say it like that. Just yet, but we will. And I mean, this is an epic journey we're on. On it, we're rediscovering ourselves. Really,
So cool. So,
yeah.
Mary Star Sign, I have a crystal ball that has our solar system etched
Oh,
inside of it. Wow. I love
oh,
to hold it in my hands and send light. How
Oh,
beautiful is that? And then somebody said, do you have a picture of it on your social
yeah,
media?
that's what I was,
And that they would love to see it. Miss
yeah.
Janet asked. And that reminds me, you guys, I'm new on Instagram. I don't know if anybody's on Instagram, but if you can just look up Sun Psychic Jean, and if you do like me, you can send me a like. But I'm new to there, relatively new, and I'm trying to
Mhm.
connect with all of our people here. It's hard to, because you can't search for people. I mean, you can, but you don't know what their name is. It's hard to do that. But yeah. And Randy says she lives in, but she chooses to live through by my own rules and not others. That's right.
That's right.
Yep.
And that's the way forward. That's the way forward.
So
I'm,
Venus is saying, oh,
mm,
sorry.
no,
Venus
go
is
ahead.
saying, I'm having a tough time controlling anger right now. Anger towards the driver that took my sister away, still denying being the driver. Well, that's his
Mm,
burden to carry and not yours. And you being angry is like you taking the poison and expecting somebody else to die. It doesn't serve him. It doesn't serve anybody's purpose. And no matter how much anger you have, it's not going to bring your sister back, Miss Venus. Understand that this person, it is their own burden to carry. And believe me, their ability or inability to own up to something is their own karma, not yours. Please do not carry that with you. And it is a extremely a tragic situation. I am so
mhm,
sorry for your loss. And it is a inconceivable accident that would take your sister like that. However, it's really important if you can try and work inch towards, bit by bit, trying to let go of holding somebody accountable, because we all know, I mean, if you know he was the driver, he did it, and then what? So you need to forgive him. That's the
mhm,
and it's not forgiven and saying it was okay. It's forgiving him and not letting that taint your energy anymore. The forgiveness is for us. It's letting it go for us.
mhm,
It's not letting it go for them. It really is important to work on this perspective, allowing and understanding that perhaps your sister had a different types of exit points in her life,
yeah.
and this person, this soul, before her lifetime, before she came into this world, agreed to be a part of her uh,
Mhm,
transition. You never know. So think of the soul, think of your soul. Your sister would not want you to carry this around, this burden. It is not your burden to carry. And
mhm,
it's really important just to try and work on letting that go. It's not easy, and it's not going to happen overnight, but just little by little, try and work on the perspective of he is just a soul. It was a soul's agreement. And I miss my sister, but the more I hold him accountable or have this grudge, it's only poisoning me, and it doesn't change his life at all. Believe me, he has the burden. He will carry that burden, and he will have to work on uh, through that himself. And it's not yours to carry. Your sister is screaming and begging you not to carry that.
mhm.
She doesn't want her passing to cause you harm. She doesn't
No.
want her passing to cause you bitterness. It's almost like two people pass. If you're going to be bitter and she's going to pass, it's like he has no remorse. No, and that's fine. We cannot control somebody else's uh,
Mhm,
ability to have accountability or ability to admit things. It's not. It is indignant and inconceivable that another human being could have no remorse, but it is his fear, and there is no excuse. There is no excuse at all. But
yeah.
it is important for you to let him go and let um, his own journey take care of whatever recourse he's going to have to face. Um, yeah,
Mhm.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry to hear that, Miss Venus. I'm so
he
sorry.
and yeah, he and your sister have some sort of soul contract going on here, and that, that I'm not talking about as us in human. This is that soul level. You got to think higher. It isn't about it. You don't even have to go to forgiveness, acceptance, understanding that there's things going on in the cosmos, and she's saying it's only been 2 weeks, it's still fresh, that we'll never understand, right? But they did have some sort of soul contracts. He's a very bad person, always has been, is what she wrote up here too. And you know, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, but for you to hold on to anger and hatred is what Jean said. It's just taking your life force from you. You know, try to be an acceptance. Send out, if you can't say, you know, oh, I love him, or I want the best for everything. Send out and let the truth be known. You know, say that much. To say, because I know we need to say something to ourselves too, right? This is for ourselves that we're doing this for. Say, okay, let the truth, every time you think of him or your sister, let the truth be known. Let the truth be known. You know, this brings that truth to the surface. It's a deep story, what's going on there. But your sister does love you and wants you to be happy and wants you to live your life.
I'm so sorry, Venus. I wish you would have told us sooner.
Yeah.
So sorry for your loss and for the tragedy and for what you're going through. And anger is part of a phase of grief that you're
That's
going
right.
through, and allow yourself to feel those feelings
Yeah.
and feel them, you know, as deep as you need to. And when you're ready, you can start to work on letting go. But it is a natural phase. So I didn't know that when you told me. So
Yeah.
it is, you are, yeah, I'm so sorry, but
What is that? The five the of
phases,
grief.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Juno's giving you a good idea here. Hold your ring finger, harmonizes grief and sadness. All of our fingers help with different things. Juno's very good with JSJ, Jensen Jutsu. Always mess the name up. Uh, yeah, that's so important, Venus. So important.
So thank
So,
you very much for opening up and sharing with us,
yeah.
and that you feel safe and supported here. And everybody had some beautiful words of wisdom here. He's at a lower vibration. Don't go there. Ascend, Venus. I love that. And your life is a gift. Do not let it be taken away,
Mhm.
Venus. And hugs and prayers for you and your sister. And Rossi says forgiveness does not mean releasing them from accountability.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Kim
That's
B
right.
says, if you carry that, the driver has won. Your sister would not want you to carry that forward. It's, oh my gosh, Venus, I'm so, so
Mhm.
sorry for the
Mhm.
tragedy. I am grateful that you're here and you feel, you know, welcome and supported enough to share with us. And that, and Miss Kim B says, I'm feeling for you, Venus. Prayers and
Mhm.
meditation helps. Aw.
And use the violet flame, like when you're getting really, really like out of sorts with it, because you will, because you're going through the 5 stages of grief, right? And it's good, and that can go on and on and on for a while. Kind of put yourself in the violet flame, see your sister in the violet flame, see him in the violet flame. Anything that's upsetting your disturbing your peace. Really help yourself with these tools. You know, holding your finger, seeing. Uh, he, uh, Bubbles of light around you. Flame. The violet flame's really wonderful for this type of, grief, especially.
And it's no accident, or no coincidence that you were the last reading for today, and that this allowed for this time to come in. Yeah, look, and Juno says, "Be gentle with yourself. It takes time."
Right. It
Yeah,
really does.
yeah.
It really
Venus,
does.
be kind to yourself. I'm so sorry. My gosh, all this time.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for all of your support, all of your kindness. I love this community. I love everybody. And please, Val is offering a holiday special. And she is saying, this is her email. And if you want to put magic in the subject line, So go ahead, Val. Just I don't know what it is that you call it. So go ahead, tell them
Yeah,
what
just
the
put it's a psychic intuitive astrological reading using your natal chart. Okay, but we're using the transits at the moment we meet, and I record that meeting. And the transit reading, probably about 3 months, depending on what's going on. A lot of these planets are changing. That's why there's going to be, there's just been, the charts have just been packed full of information since 2020. The aspects weren't this fast and furious this often. And it's just constant now. Every day there's something new coming in.
so
And
is this something that they'll win, or is this a discounted price for the holiday? So
this is,
everybody will have
I'm
one.
giving away a few free readings. They're
Oh,
saying 3, but they're probably going to have me do more than 3, and that's fine. I
that's
love doing the
huge,
reading.
a
Yeah,
huge, a huge offering there, everybody.
yeah.
So please do take advantage and email Val and yeah. Oh my gosh, what an opportunity for everybody that's here, and this will, how long will the offer be good? Because people will be watching this later. Today is the 8th of
Uh,
December.
just let it. Where are we at? Let it go out for the month. I'm good. I really like doing the readings, and it helps me as I'm reading for you. It helps me to get into this new astrology that's coming into, so it really benefits us all. Oh, what was I going to say? It was important on the readings. They're recorded. They're usually a couple hours long. Thank you, Randy. And they're very informative on going forward. In fact, they're talking to me about Venus. Venus, definitely email me. Okay. We can get you a reading in there and help.
Wow. So now through the end of the month is Val's going to be offering
Yeah.
this special. And wow, very
Yeah.
nice. And
And,
Venus
and
says
my
thank
readings
you.
are not expensive anyway. So if you want a reading and the special's over, or because they'll tell me as I get a list of how many people are looking for a reading. My guides will tell me, and they pick the people and they pick how many, and then they'll tell me when to stop it. But if when that comes up, my readings are $75, for 2+ hours, and they're recorded and you get it sent to you. So it's I keep them affordable on purpose because we are in epic history. We're making history here right now. We're in unprecedented territory. We've never been here before, and all of us could benefit from some insight on our chart is our blueprint, what's going on with the planets right now. Really helpful. uh it's a powerful time to to get that information from your guides, because it's your guides, my guides. We're all together and guiding you on your next best step.
Wonderful. Thank you so very much, Val. Thank you for all the beautiful readings and the information. Did the beautiful chat. I felt like it was a beautiful chat today, and I don't want to make you work too hard. And I thought it was a really beautiful flow. It was easygoing and very natural, and I loved working together with Val. We always have fun together, and you never know what's going to happen. That's what I like too. So and um, I just wanted to remind everybody that I also have private readings available. You can just go to my website, sunpsychicjean.com. I am working on a special. I don't know when it's going to be. It might be a New Year special, but it might be end of year special. It might be a little bit of both. So you might want to keep an eye out for that. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing everybody again soon. When are you going to be on? Do you have another show coming up, Val?
Oh my goodness. I know I'm on the 20, let's see. Geez, the 15th for sure. Juno and I are going to be together probably in a couple weeks. We had to rearrange our schedule, but definitely on the 15th. The 14th and the 15th will be about the full moon in Gemini. which is big because this month in December we had new moon on the 1st. We have a new moon on the 30th. That is 2 new moons in 1 month is rare. Happens every like 2.5 years. It's called a black moon. Very magical though. Okay, in the most magical month of the year, this is going on.
Wow.
Right before we click over to 2025. So put out those, put out your intentions, really focus in on you and what it is would get you aligned onto your, because that's what we're all being realigned onto our new path. But it's based on what we love and value, our Venus, right? So try to stay focused on yourself. I know there's a lot going on in this month. But like I said, there's really no clarity till around February. So.
And I will be with Terry and Joan tomorrow for our Magic Monday show, and that's tomorrow, 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific. Then I will be with Joan and Gerald from Tarot Stash on Tuesday, the 10th at 2 p.m. And I will also be hosting Marina from Heart and Soul Connected. No, not Heart Centered Connected, Heart Centered Tarot. Let me get that.
No, it's good.
They're similar. The other one rolls right off my tongue, but Marina and I will be together at 4:00 on Tuesday the 10th. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody back again soon. And thanks again, Val, for all of your expertise. I really enjoyed our time together. Bye, everybody.
Thank you for having me. Bye, guys. Love you.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.